The stadium erupts before you even process the replay. Your phone says 90+6 goal, and the room breaks open. People scream, cry, hug strangers, lift their scarves, and film their own tears like the whole country just came back to life. You look at the same screen. You understand what happened, but nothing moves inside you. So you check your face before anyone else does. From the outside, that can look cold, bored, maybe even disrespectful. But not reacting to the World Cup is not the same as rejecting the people who love it. Sometimes the feeling just never attached to the ritual, and that has a real reason.
The first thing people notice is not the goal, it is your face after the goal. The room jumps before you do. Someone screams into a phone. Someone cries into a flag. Someone grabs your shoulder like the whole country just survived something. And you are still there, holding the same screen, almost blank. That silence on your face gets read fast, cold, bored, above it, maybe judging. But inside, it may not feel like judgment at all. It may feel like waiting for the excitement to arrive. Waiting for your body to understand why everyone else has already entered the moment. Waiting for your face to catch up before somebody notices it has not. That is social mirroring. In simple terms, it means the room is not only watching the game, it is also watching whether everyone is reacting the right way. When a group cheers, your body is expected to join the proof that the moment matters. And when it does not, the mismatch becomes visible. The World Cup makes that mismatch louder because it is not treated like just another football match. It becomes country, family, old games, group chats, flags, fathers shouting at televisions, and strangers saying "we" like they share one nervous system. So a quiet face can seem louder than a quiet face should. It can look like you are refusing the shared emotion. But not reacting to the World Cup is not the same as rejecting the people who love it. Sometimes the feeling simply never attached, and that is where the real question begins. Why does the same goal enter one person like identity and pass through another like noise?
You can hear the mechanism in one word. Someone says, "We need this goal." Minutes later, they say, "We played badly." Nobody in that room touched the ball. Nobody trained for the match. Nobody stood under the lights. But emotionally, the team has become part of the self. That is what social identity theory helps explain. In plain English, when a group feels like part of who someone is, that group's emotions start to feel personal. Country, shirt, flag, family, memory. When those things connect, the match stops being just a match. It becomes something happening to us. That is why a goal can hit someone sitting on a sofa as if it happened inside their own body. But if that link never formed, the same goal can stay outside you. You understand the rules, but understanding is not the same as identification. A game becomes emotional when it feels like part of your identity. The World Cup squeezes an entire country onto one screen. Every tear gets filmed. Every "we won" travels through phones and feeds. For many people, that creates belonging. For others, it creates distance. When everyone says "we" and your body feels outside of it, celebrations start to sound like a language you were expected to know. It may simply mean the bridge was never built.
The room keeps celebrating after the match. Someone replays the goal, someone posts the score. You smile a little late. Not because the feeling finally arrived, but because smiling takes less explaining. That is where emotional performance begins. It means borrowing the reaction the room expects when your body does not feel it. A clap, a nod, a quiet, "that was crazy." Small gestures, but inside, you are managing the gap between what happened and what everyone thinks should be happening inside you. That gap can create three different kinds of people. One person feels outside national emotion. The flag, the shirt, and the word "are" never fully land. Another person can't borrow emotion. They understand the goal, but their body refuses to produce excitement on command. And another person is deeply attached, just not here. Their care may live in a person, a project, or a small private world no one else can see. World Cup culture makes reaction feel like public proof. Tears get recorded. Flags become stories. Faces become evidence. So if your face stays quiet, your silence can start to feel like evidence against you. But selective attachment is not apathy. Apathy says nothing matters. Selective attachment says this ritual does not carry your feeling.
When the World Cup ends and your face is still quiet, do not turn that into an accusation. People may call it coldness, but sometimes it is honesty. The match was real. The celebration was real. It just never became yours. Not caring about the World Cup is not the same as not caring about people. Apathy says nothing matters. Selective attachment says this ritual does not carry your feeling. That difference matters. You can feel nothing in a stadium and still care deeply somewhere. Maybe your care is not missing. Maybe it belongs somewhere the crowd cannot see. You do not have to force every public emotion. Just notice where feeling arrives without performance. Where does it go?